environment for
Yeah,
like software-wise to play gaming, but
yeah. They could sell models. They could have like army painters, and they could have all kinds of unlocks and micropayments and DLC. I would like it to be cheaper. Like I'm not gonna pay $40 for a single fucking battle tank or whatever, but I would pay $5 for a cool battle tank to add to my army that I'm super into and I've been
Fisherbrook was still
growing and
crawling
building
with Cadorans,
they'd
and there
probably
wasn't
have to
time to
close their
root them all
shops
out.
then.
Commander Sturgis sent me
with
ahead
that.
with a squad to
I
secure
don't know, why would
supplies at
they?
the train
I
station,
mean, because you
while
will
he
still
set
have
up
people
defenses to
that are
cover the
so
battalions in
committed to the
advance
game,
from the attack outside the
like the
town.
actual board game, and I don't think the board
Yes.
game
Something
is
was bothering him.
a growing industry.
They have some real weird stuff going on with that. Like there's certain things like if you they won't let you in if you have certain paint with you.
Everything inside the town will
Like
What?
become
everything's
safer.
got to be
There was
theirs.
awareness.
It's real
Oh,
weird.
I found
jeez.
I was too
Yeah.
dependent on my training and
I don't know. I
inadequate
don't like it.
experience in
I
urban
like these
combat.
guys much more. Like, they seem sane, and they seem to, you know, want new blood and actually want my money. And if, it's a good sign if a company that's making stuff that I like actually wants my money. Because
Mm.
Warhammer Games Workshop does not want my money. They have done everything in their power to make sure that they don't get a cent of my money.
Well, they do want your money, but they want your money on their terms, really.
Yeah. So, I mean, to me, that's just, they don't want my money. If they want money, they should let me, like, I don't know, play the game.
I mean, plastic is expensive as well. On the other hand, you know.
Modeling is expensive.
But
Shipping is expensive.
there's just their level of support for certain things. Like fuck, there hasn't been a new. I love Sisters of Battle, and there hasn't been a new model for Sisters of Battle in about 6, 7 years, something even more. They might even be like 2 editions behind at this point.
You know, the thing about Space Marines is that you can make a fully female Space Marine force and not have to make any new models.
So,
Seriously, you
female
you
space.
don't need any new models to make a fully female Space Marine force. You just have the same armor. Oh, you might. I mean, you could put in new heads and whatever. Because I mean, there are Space Marines that just don't like wearing helmets and protecting their skulls.
Yeah, that makes them like twice as cool.
Yeah, I mean that's all you need, right? You just make a female head and bam, you got a fucking sick ass new Space Marine force. Do
I
you
don't know.
know?
But come on, they're space nuns.
I don't know. I
I
haven't
love
actually
Sisters of
seen
Battle.
Sisters of Battle like at all.
But like they haven't made a decent model for them in like a long time.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, and I probably am, but the only black Space Marines are the Salamander Space Marines.
Uh, the only canon ones. I mean, they were a legion though, right? So there's probably chapters based off it because you know they broke up into chapters after the heresy.
Well, they did. The Salamanders?
Oh, okay. So the in the space in the Warhammer 40K kind of timeline,
Hmm.
they started off as legions, which was what 100,000 men.
Hmm.
Is that a legion?
I don't know.
I think it's that. But then there was the heresy, which was you know the whole Horus attempted like a coup d'état.
Hmm.
Um, you know, and the idea was to break them up into small. It was to further segment all the legions so that they would never have as much of an influence as they did before.
Hmm.
According to the counting kit, or according to Rum Rusher, they never broke up. So,
So they're still dating?
so the Salamanders are still a legion. Okay. As far as I know, they're like also the only ones who like ever bothered to be nice to the people that they live near.
Really?
Yeah, they're like they have local recruits and like go out on patrol and stuff like that.
That's nice. Yeah, I think the others just kind of, well, like the Space Wolves, they just settled on a really, really shitty planet, and then they pick up the guys that survive on it.
This Ken Kitten says that they used to be like proper human black, but now they're like drow black.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. They also wear lizard skins on their gear, which is cool.
That's kind of cool. Fucking lines of fire. Fucking fuck. Can't shoot this guy. Oh.
Yeah, Warhammer 40K, like it's great, but it's also really dumb.
Yep.
And they there was a while where they were like consciously making it dumb, and
What
then
do you
they
mean?
just decided that they weren't going to go in that direction. They wanted to make it like super serious, but like still kept in a lot of the dumb stuff at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
So it can be kind of hard to tell what.
I don't know. I like it. I like a universe that can be a little bit schizophrenic, especially in regards to this kind of stuff. Like, where you can have stuff that appeals to different people. Like, you can have the fucking really emo shit, and you can have the world eaters, and you can have the chaos demons, and you can have the righteous, brave, armor class space marines, and then you get the fucking orcs.
Yeah, orcs are great.
You fucking love orcs.
I really like how Space Marine did the orcs right.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you make them sound like East End
so
geezers.
fucking British.
Yeah, your stream is doing the end your turn thing again.
God damn it. Add focus point. Okay, look.
Space Marines!
There we go. I fixed it.
Did you?
Yep. Give it a couple of years, but I fixed it. Yes, I definitely fixed it.
I'm trying to think of more real dumb fucking work stuff. There's Gorka Morka, that was awesome.
I have no idea.
Gorka Morka, they took the Necromunda rules, they made it about orcs, and they also put in war buggies, so it was basically Mad Max with orcs.
Really?
Yeah, apparently some people hated that, hated people comparing that, or that comparison, but it's pretty apt, it's Mad Max with orcs.
We never really played, what was it? It was the world where the PMP game where you're all horribly radiated mutants and you roll a bunch of random shit. And
Yeah, Gamma World.
Gamma World, we never really did that.
Yeah, me and Arth were trying to find a way to get there's a card element to that.
Hmm?
Which is kind of hard to do online.
You know, we could have a separate like deck program. Like there's a thing that I use to play various like random card games.
I'm sure
Can't remember what it's called.
Tabletop Sim could do it,
Yeah.
but this was like what 3 years before that came out. So
Yes. That is
I think they
factual.
stopped supporting that as well. I think there were only the two. It's weird, like they announced that, and then it came out, and they were like, "Here's two add-ons are coming in the next few months." And it was like, "Is this DLC
Wait, for what? Sorry?
for Gamma World?" Like the
Oh,
way
right,
they
yeah.
announced it was like a video game company doing it, which I don't know. I don't keep my ear to the ground on stuff like that, so maybe that's just how it fucking works.
I have no idea. All I know is that I like the sound of it,
Yeah, it's
and
pretty.
I had fun creating character for it too.
It's pretty goofy.
I like. Oh no! Oh good. So there's a tax opportunity. That's good to know.
Third edition, fourth edition, fifth edition, sixth edition. Jesus, there's been 7 editions of Gamma World.
Wait, how old is this game?
First edition came out in 78.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty old. No, they only did 3 box sets for it. Fuck. Wow. And then there's a Christmas themed adventure online somewhere. That's cool.
we should do and stream pen and paper. Just do it.
Stream what, sorry?
Pen and paper. Stream and play pen and paper.
No.
Let's do it.
I mean, I never have time for shit like that now.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
That's
thing.
fair.
Ever since I moved into the apartment, it's just been like, I don't want to wake people up when we play
Yeah.
pen and paper at 2 in the morning.
Man, I miss Arth.
He added me to some weird goon chat on Facebook.
Yeah, he did. I have no idea what it is. I said hi in it though. And that was my socialization for the week.
You're done.
Yep. Back to hiding in my closet.
Oh yeah, that's right. So Ken Kittens is talking about Gorka Morka more.
Mhm.
Yeah, there were 2 other factions in the game. There were 3 actually.
Go on.
Ken and Kittens, thank you. So they did an update for it, and there were diggers who were humans who were on the planet. Okay, so the story of Gorka Morka is that, you know, they make big space hulks. They like just strap engines to like rockets. Engines to rockets? Whatever. They strap rockets to like just like asteroids and just space debris and go.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
And you know, to go to wherever they're going. It doesn't really matter where they're going. They just find a place and they start fighting.
Yeah.
But they crash landed on this this desert planet. Or it wasn't a desert planet first, but it was after they hit it
Okay, sounds
with the
good.
giant meteorite that they were inside of. So they get scattered all over the place. They start rebuilding this big city in the middle of the desert. And at the center of the city is them rebuilding the Space Hulk so they can get back to the WA.
Mhm.
And this is like hundreds and hundreds of years of them trying to build it. And then they got into a big fight because some of the orcs there were like, hey, you know, that looks like Gork. And then the other ones were like, looks like fucking more. And they had like a civil war over it,
What would it look like?
which ended with someone blowing it up.
Oh no.
So they had to start all over again. So now as far as I know, now they just agreed to not talk about it.
See, I like that kind of shit. It's stupid and silly and it's fun.
So like the other factions, there were a bunch of humans on this planet. So some of them were underground at the time of the impact and survived as diggers, who now paint their faces green to act like orcs
That's
and drive
adorable.
war buggies and stuff.
That's adorable.
And then there are the muties, who
Are they mutants?
they're mutants. They're really gross, but they were like, I don't even know what it was. It was like the radiation from the space hulk hitting the planet or something mutated them all. And they ride like weird mutant horses.
I love mutant shit.
And then the other faction is, so they have, orcs have like that, space orcs have that like weird goblin sub